Hi guys, hello and welcome again to Scottish Trekkies channel. Tonight I'm going to be doing a Star Trek The Official Starships Collection review, and tonight I'm going to be doing this one. Star Trek The Official Starships Collection, Enterprise NX-01 special issue, and what I'll do is I'll get through the magazine, and after I get through the magazine we'll move on to the ship itself. And here it is, more on that in a little bit. Firstly, we'll get into the magazine. So the magazine, here we go. So it's NX class. It was launched in 2151. Phase cannons and polarized hull plating. So what I'll do is I'll just get through the contents and specification of the Enterprise NX-01. So the contents is creating Enterprise's first steps, casting Enterprise, and filming Enterprise, making it real. So we have the USS Enterprise NX-01 specification. So it first appears in Broken Bow. Its class is NX. It was last seen in These Are the Voyages. It was designed by Doug Drexler, and its captains is Jonathan Archer. And we have some images of the ship and Jonathan Archer and that down at the bottom, and the Enterprise on NX-01, phase on, front on. So we have first steps. Enterprise took Star Trek back to its beginnings in the attempt to offer the franchise a chance to renew itself. Enterprise focused on an undocumented part of Star Trek's history, as Captain Archer and his crew set out to explore the galaxy, laying the foundations for what would become the Federation. In the year 2000, as Star Trek Voyager entered its final season, there was no question where there would be more Star Trek. Although it was no longer the ratings powerhouse. If it had been, the Next Generation was at its height, it was still a mainstay of UPN's programming and had a significant international audience. So it was no surprise that Paramount Television had told exclusive executive producer Rick Berman that they wanted him to come up with a new series to replace Voyager. In the past 14 years, Berman had overseen the production of more than 500 episodes of Star Trek. So there is the man himself, Rick Berman, and we have here next to him Rick Berman and Brannon Braga. While writer-producer Michael Piller and Voyager with Miller and Jerry Taylor, none of them were available, so Berman approached Brannon Braga. Braga had entered the franchise as an intern attached to writing team on The Next Generation, before working his way up to the role of executive producer and showrunner on Voyager. So we have an awesome image down here of Star Trek First Contact with Zefram Cochrane and the Vulcan that approached because of Zefram Cochrane's warp flight. So Brannon was fascinated by the idea of setting the series in the aftermath of First Contact, which he felt was one of the most successful installments of Star Trek. He wanted to explore how humanity would work with the Vulcans and evolve into the Force we saw in Captain Kirk's day. And then we have some more shots of the. So we have the Admiral with the Vulcans, and we have Sato and Archer. So Bremen and Braga were determined to make the show more accessible, and contrary to the crew would not only behave like 20th century people but dress them like them. And then we have the Klingons. The Klingons of that setting in the series in the past offered the writers the chance to take alien species back to basics. Bremen and Braga wanted to make the Klingons more brutal and more dangerous. And also we have down below Sub Commander T'Pol. And we have the series villains, the Suliban, and Slick, or Silic, his name is. And we also have Jonathan Archer in his suit. And we have Malcolm Reed down here, the Englishman. And we also have the Enterprise in dock with Pod 1. So in the end, Enterprise NX-01 was launched in the first episode. Its Warp 5 engine made it in the first Earth ship capable of travelling to different planets in a matter of days rather than months. And then we have casting the Enterprise crew. So we have this one down here. We have Jonathan Archer, played by Scott Bakula, the man who was in Quantum Leap. We have Sub Commander T'Pol, played by Jolene Bullock. Jolene Bialock. We have Trip Tucker, played by Connor Trinier. We have Ensign Hoshi Sato, played by Linda Park. And we also have down here Malcolm Reed, played by Dominic Keating. And we have Travis Mayweather, played by Anthony Montgomery. And Dr. Phlox, played by John Bingsley. Yep. And then making it real, so we have the Enterprise leaving dock, and then some sketches of the ship. So that is, I take it, the basic layout of NX-01's bridge. So that's the bridge there, and then we have the engineering room with the Warp 5 engine, and down here the warp core. And then we have the shuttlecraft would play much a bigger role in Enterprise than any other previous series, since transporters had only just been introduced, and the launch bay was one of the series' standing sets. So that's the launch sets, the launch bay down there, where the shuttles, the Pod 1s and that come out of. So yeah, that's the take on the magazine, guys. So we have the Enterprise pointing upwards with Star Trek. Let's get into the ship itself, shall we? And here she is. The Enterprise herself. NX-01. USS NX-01 Enterprise. It wouldn't be USS yet. So you have the bridge up here, and then you have the cannons there and here, and then it's its deflector is here. That's the deflector. And when I was talking to you about the pod doors, that's them there. That's the pod doors down here. That's the pod doors there. And then you've got its sensor dome. And then you've got like the old TOS Enterprise. It's got NX-01 on this side and NX-01 that there. It's a really good starship. I mean, look at the detail. You can see the Aztec in it. It's really, really nice. And you've got its buzzard collectors here and the warp intake engines up here. And then you've got the top of the nacelles here. And then you've got the back end of the NX-01's engines. And then you've got its pylon going into the back area of the ship here, where its impulse engines are. It's a really good looking starship. So that's my take on this ship. I'd like to see what you guys think down below. Leave your comments. And there's a stand for it as well. Stand says Enterprise NX-01 3219A-A. And to get on its stand, just do that, and then that's it on its stand. So that's my take on the USS on the Enterprise NX-01. And please, if you guys like the video, please give me the thumbs up. And if you like it as well, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And please hit the notification bell, which will be up here on your YouTube. And you'll see other StarTrek stuff from myself, the Scottish Trekkie. And I will see you guys in the next video. So live long and prosper. And bye bye for now. And thank you very much for taking time to watch my review tonight. And I'll see you guys later. Bye guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Live long and prosper.